Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox property. Reach out to me directly for pricing. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a model launched in 2016. It is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Duoface Small Second. Stainless steel. It is 28.3 millimeters from side to side, not including the crown. 47 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, 10.9 millimeters thick, and it has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and it's a good fit. Keep in mind, though, the Reverso always wears large for its stated size. This is the case with square and rectangular watches, so I would recommend this watch for a wrist of at least 15 centimeters circumference. That said, with a vaulted case band and a relatively narrow profile, it slides well underneath a tight sleeve, so it's an excellent dress watch. The strap is large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top, high gloss black monotone stitch, and you can see though it's broad, it does feature a folded side. It also has some bolstering to add thickness. On the underside, JLC is one of a number of high-end brands, making the jump from calfskin liners to alligator liners. So we have small round scale on the bottom, large rectangular scale on the top. The idea of going double gator is to create a longer lasting strap. More expensive, yes, but longer lasting. We have a steel double deployant clasp, and if you look at the underside of the clasp, you can see there's a push button that allows you to quickly and easily remove the clasp from the strap. And then we go to the case, and you can see there are pull tabs that allow you to remove the strap from the case. So you're able to remove the clasp from the strap and the strap from the case. You can do a full strap swap without any tools. That's the idea. Reverso lugs are always drilled close to the case. That creates a very integrated look, as there's no daylight visible between strap and case, so it appears all of a piece on the wrist. Because there's a recess in the case band, though, the strap can move with no impediment, and so it can swing down 90 degrees from the case band to fit on borderline wrists. Reversos always look, well, highly rectangular, because this is how they're pictured online, but you can see they're quite curvaceous when viewed from other angles, as we have this lovely vaulted and rounded barrel-shaped case band, these gadroon strakes that wrap all the way around, conical lugs with a sloping profile and squared off ends. It's quite good looking, and it has been since the first example was made in 1931. Back then, the idea was that the case back would be steel, and it would be a sports watch with one steel side to protect the crystal, and one side with what was then a glass crystal to tell the time. Well, that's not necessary anymore, so since the 1990s, JLC has been using the Reverso's second side as a second dial, a platform for complications. Here we have a travel time complication, which, unlike the primary dial, does feature loom. This dial also features a 24-hour sub-register, so you know whether you're looking at AM or PM, a feature that arrived for 2016 on the anniversary Reversos, a little trigger inside the case that's hidden when it's closed that can be used for stepping the travel time hour indicator. The internal portions of the case feature a engine turning that overlaps, and then the reverse side features a satination. You also note another change that came in 2016. There's a little bit of a slope to the case band. They used to be pancake flat. Now they do have a little bit of camber at the end. The case includes no fewer than 50 parts, and remarkably, it is 30 meters water resistant, which might not sound like a lot, but prior to the 1980s, no Reverso ever made had been water resistant even in part. So this is actually quite a step forward. Now the primary dial is similar to the original models. It features a sort of cross-hatching pattern at center, a dimple or dental style track outboard of the hours, vertical silver satin finish, blued broadsword style hands at center, and then we have a little bit of a railroad track for reading the minutes, and upright, simple Arabic numerals in 1930s sensibility. Art Deco is often mentioned when describing the Reverso, and truthfully, it does reflect that period. You can also see there's a rectangle within a rectangle for the outer dial, then the inner dial is a rectangle within a rectangle within a rectangle, and then once more for the sub-register. The movement inside is caliber 854A2, movement from the 1990s, designed for a dual-face Reverso. It is rectangular and properly shaped for the case. It's a manual wind with a 45-hour power reserve, 19 joules, a free-sprung balance, and it beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. And since 2004, the Reversos have gone through the Master 1000 Hours control, which is more than just to test a chronometry. It also tests power reserve, durability, water resistance, all of that as a fully cased up and assembled watch, not a bare movement as with the COSC. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.